Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a weekly update. We'll be taking a look at the prices of some of our favorite cryptocurrencies on a long-term time frame. Of course, usually on this channel we like to stick to fundamentals, however it is good to have a look at the prices once every single week and see how everything is going. Of course, this week hasn't been so good, however we will look at it anyway and see how bad it actually has been. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, we're going for 1,000 subscribers, and remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. If we take a look at the cryptocurrency markets, we can see that some of the biggest cryptocurrencies are flat on the week. Bitcoin is up 0% on the week and Ethereum is down 0.8% on the week, showing that these cryptocurrencies haven't done too much. However, if we scroll a bit down on the leaderboards, we can see that a few of the other cryptos have been hit relatively hard. Most cryptos are down around 5 to 15% on the week, barring a couple of exceptions. Of course, there are a few big winners such as Near Protocol, however the majority of the space is trending down a little bit and trending down slightly. Of course, in the past couple of weeks, we've continued to have liquidation events. Ethereum dropped from roughly $4,500 to $3,500 in the space of just a couple of minutes, and most of the cryptos continue to get liquidated. It's very interesting to see liquidations just continue to happen over and over, and it shows that every time leverage gets cleared from these markets, individuals leverage back up once again. Of course, this makes the crypto markets very volatile, and the amount of leverage is insane right now, and it probably will continue to be. Regardless, if we look at Ethereum's macro chart, we can see that everything is going quite well. On a logarithmic scale, we can't even see these 10% dips, and everything is going fine. Of course, if we go a little bit closer in, we can see that Ethereum is looking quite healthy. Of course, all it's doing is it's coming back down, testing the bull market support band and continuing on its way up. A lot of people are saying that this could be the end of the bull market and we could be heading into a bear market. However, if I look at a chart like this, it really doesn't look too bad. It's heading back down to its original support and it's probably going to test it. Of course, I do believe that this will ultimately be very healthy for Ethereum, and in my opinion, I'm definitely not panicking too much right now. Of course, Bitcoin looks like a very similar story. It's came back down to the bull market support band, it's in the process of testing it right now, it hasn't decisively broken below it, and it could just continue back up on our way. Nothing is going too wrong, and I'm not too worried. Of course, a lot of people on crypto Twitter are quite worried, and that's because their price targets aren't being met. If we look at someone like Plan B, who's the creator of the stock to flow model, they said Bitcoin would hit 98,000 by November and 135,000 by December. However, instead of doing that, Bitcoin is having a much slower rally and a much more sustainable rally in my opinion, and honestly, I'm not too worried. However, people like that are becoming quite concerned. Now, one of my favorite charts to look at is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. And as we can see, the Ethereum Bitcoin chart continues to dominate. Since roughly the 25th of October, Ethereum is up about 50% against Bitcoin. This means that Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin significantly for the past couple of months, and I expect this to continue. Now, what's really cool about this ratio is that normally in quarter 4, Ethereum underperforms Bitcoin. As we can see, if we go back to this Q4, Ethereum bled 40% against Bitcoin, and if we go back to Q4 of 2019, Ethereum continued to bleed against Bitcoin. Of course, a lot of people were expecting Ethereum to bleed significantly against Bitcoin in this quarter. However, Ethereum is breaking its old local highs against Bitcoin, which is very exciting to see. Of course, usually when Bitcoin drops, most of the other cryptos drop more than it. However, right now Bitcoin is dropping and Ethereum is dropping less than it, or Ethereum is even staying pretty stable. $4,030 is unbelievably good for Ethereum. Ethereum is at near its all-time highs, while Bitcoin is sitting around $48,000, which is only a bit higher than what it was at the start of the year in crypto terms. So, I am very, very bullish on the Bitcoin-Ethereum ratio, and in my mind, I do think a flippening could happen in 2022 if we continue to see this ratio. Of course, I do believe that Ethereum is a lot more fundamentally strong than Bitcoin, and there's a lot more value there. However, a lot of institutions are buying Bitcoin right now, and this is pushing up the price of Bitcoin. Of course, I'm not too sure why institutions are buying too much Bitcoin. I do think it makes more sense to be buying a cryptocurrency or an asset that has real utility, such as Ethereum, and these institutions can actually use Ethereum. I would expect to see next year a lot more institutions start using decentralized finance and actually start adopting blockchain technology. However, we will need to wait and see this play out. Now, there's another coin that I do want to take a look at that I've been very, very bullish on recently, and this is of course Matic. Essentially, Matic is one of my favorite coins right now, and this is because it does look like it is ready to go up significantly in price, in my opinion. Of course, it's only speculation on my behalf. However, I do think it looks ready to have a good short-term run, and I am very bullish on Matic over the long term. As we can see, Matic is roughly at its old all-time highs, and it's getting into this ascending triangle, and it could possibly break out. Of course, if Matic can decisively break its all-time highs, that means there's no real resistance above it, and it could hopefully have some big gains ahead of it. Regardless, this is just speculation, and I'm not the best trader, so I'm probably not the best person to listen to. However, Matic seems to be doing quite well right now, and it's a crypto that I'm very happy to hold on to for the long term. The reason I like it so much for the long term is because it has a very easy and fun interface to use. It's a commit chain to Ethereum, so what it does is it constantly commits the state of the chain to Ethereum. If you want to stake with Matic, you need to run a validator on Ethereum, and it's partially secured by Ethereum, and Matic are going down the path of layer 2s, so they're making a lot of zero knowledge rollups. They've got about 4 ZK rollups in store right now, and I'm just very excited for their future. So it's definitely a coin that I do want to add a little bit more of. I've continued to be adding Matic over the past couple of weeks, and I am quite happy with my position in it. Of course, this wouldn't be a YouTube video on my channel without checking the price of Chainlink, and Chainlink has recently been going very, very poorly. As we can see, Chainlink is heading back down to the $13 to $15 range, and I wouldn't be surprised if it hit it. There's not too much support around this area, and I don't think it'll go below the $13 range. However, we will need to wait and see. As we can see, Chainlink could not hold the bull market support band, and when the crypto market started having liquidations, Chainlink was brought down with it. Now, on Twitter, I see a lot of pretty negative sentiment from Chainlink Marines and some of the original Chainlink people. Of course, this is because if you look at Chainlink compared to Ethereum, it's been going very, very poorly. Chainlink seems to be breaking down against Ethereum pretty consistently, and it keeps doing this. Of course, I am still very bullish on Chainlink in the long run, and I do think it is a good coin for myself to hold. Of course, other people can do what they want. However, if I look at Chainlink from a fundamental perspective, I can see the main thing that's pushing down the price right now is the narrative behind Chainlink. Currently, there's not too much excitement about Chainlink, and most of the excitement is directed at layer 1s. Most of the applications on Ethereum have been going down in value, and the applications on nearly any protocol have been going down. If you look at something like Aave, it's been absolutely crushed recently. Something like Compound has been crushed. Some of the metaverse plays are starting to get beaten down a little bit, and it's really only these layer 1s that are pumping. Eventually, there probably will be a time in the market where all of the layer 1s are a bit boring and everything else is pumping. All of the applications and the infrastructure such as Chainlink will probably go up, and the layer 1s will have a bit of time to sit back and relax. Now, I wasn't in crypto in early 2020. However, a lot of people were telling me that there was DeFi summer for the Ethereum network. What this meant is a lot of new applications started up on Ethereum, and these applications were going crazy. Aave was pumping like crazy against Ethereum, and Ethereum was underperforming the rest of the market. Of course, the narrative at that time was Ethereum is the base layer. However, the only value Ethereum gets is a transaction fee. What this means is all of the applications on Ethereum will accrue all of the value, and Ethereum will get none of the value. However, this turned out to be wrong. This was not the case, and Ethereum ended up massively outperforming almost all of these applications in the long run. What this shows me is that there's a lot of short-term narratives in crypto, and these change very, very quickly. Of course, if you're someone who's getting into Chainlink at these low prices, I do think you'll be rewarded when the narrative shifts. However, you can't pretend that this is going to happen immediately. This may not happen by the end of this year, and it might not even happen for the foreseeable future. Perhaps in the next 6 months, Chainlink is still at $25, and if it's at these prices, I'll probably continue to be buying, because I do like to invest for the long term, and I do like to look for the fundamentals, and I have Ethereum, I have Matic, and I have the graph, and I have some of my favorite plays. So if one of these plays isn't pumping because of the narrative, at least another one like Ethereum is going up substantially and continuing to make me money in the meantime, which is what I like to see. Anyway, that's my overall verdict on the Chainlink network, and that basically brings us to the end of the video. The last cryptocurrency that I'm holding right now is the graph. However, the graph has also been beaten down pretty recently, and it does look a lot like Chainlink, so I won't go into it too much. Regardless, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.